It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's complete to Huff. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And some space here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Browns' 41-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Herbert now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Robert Tonyan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 41, Mayfield. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Brought in by Huff. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Herbert on 3rd down now. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mariota on the keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Now it's the backup Mariota. This is swung out to Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Past the 20. And he takes this one back in.
his defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Browns 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. It's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Slide for the PAT.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Chargers 21, Browns 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Caught. It's Huff. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Mayfield. And that's complete to Huff.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Ekeler
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On second down, Ekeler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
quick throw complete to Reynolds.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. They'll run on 1st down. Bradshaw. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham.
A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Still fighting. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Mayfield now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes.
This is almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
No, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?